Welcome back to Good and Crazy News, y'all. It's your boy Aki, and I'm back with another episode. Y'all know I got my co-executive producer in the house.
What's going on?
Y'all, oh, Lord Jesus. Y'all, one of my good gym buddies was telling me, he's like, you need to stop taking that testosterone. Stop taking that stuff. You need to take maca root. So I'm like, oh, Lord. So, child, he made sure I ordered the maca root before I even got off the phone. He's like, go to Amazon right now. So I ordered this stuff, child. It came. He told me in a couple of weeks, I'm going to have all of this energy and stuff. He told me, you're going to wake up and your thing just going to be hard. I'm like, okay.
Come on, cat.
Y'all know when I heard that part, I got excited. That's why I went right on Amazon and ordered my maca root. Y'all, it's supposed to help you with energy. It says the benefits are the best. And I don't care, y'all. Look, you're supposed to use, this is 100 and something portions in this one bag. When I got this bag, I was like, dang, the bag is small. So you basically use the same size scoop that you would for like a creatine or something like that. Okay. It's not the big giant scoop that you would use when you're doing protein.
It's like that.
The little tiny
small,
scoop.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how you're going to get 100 and something. That's the only way you're going to get 138 scoops out of this bag. Okay. So, y'all, Donald Trump is down here tripping again. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, somebody need to do something about Trump. Now, I know that a lot of people say they don't care about what he says. They care about what he does.
Yeah.
But sometimes what he does translate. Sometimes what he says does translate into what he does. Like when he said he was going to deport all those people to El Salvador, he actually did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until the judge had to be like, hey, you can't do that. So Donald Trump is down here tripping again. Y'all, guess what he's saying now? He had a meeting with the El Salvadorian president today, and he got caught on a hot mic saying to El Salvadorian president, God, y'all, it happened again. Lord Jesus, I hope we back up now. I think we are. Don't look, because I know you being tempted right now. So look, y'all, listen to President Trump. Listen to what he said, because the press was like, we can't believe we heard that. So as soon as he sat down, they started questioning about it. Y'all, watch this.
I'd like to go a step further. I mean, I said it to Pam. I don't know what the laws are. We always have to obey the laws, but we also have homegrown criminals. I'd like to include them in the group of people to get them out of the country, but you'll have to be looking at the laws on that, Steve.
You mentioned that you're open to deporting individuals that aren't foreign aliens, but are criminals, to El Salvador. Does that include potentially U.S. citizens, fully naturalized Americans?
If they're criminals and if they hit people with baseball bats over their head that happen to be 90 years old, and if they rape 87-year-old women in Coney Island, Brooklyn, yeah, that includes them. What, do you think there's a special category of person? They're as bad as anybody that comes in. We have bad ones too, and I'm all for it, because we can do things with the president for less money and have great security.
Y'all, Donald Trump is getting on my nerves, y'all. Now, good thing we have 3 branches of the government here. So the courts will never allow this to happen. Maybe he just called himself having fun banter conversation with the El Salvadorian president, which the El Salvadorian president looked like he about 29 years old. He got a circuit boy haircut. You know, like he goes to the white party and do this. That's what he looked like. Did you see him?
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, I'm like, he's y'all president? He look young, like he ready to go to the club.
He does look young.
Yeah. And it says right here, it says, Donald Trump, this comes from CBS News. It says, President Trump again said his administration is looking into how to send homegrown criminals. Now, you talking about abuse and waste of power? This will never happen, so why are you wasting your time having people look into this? Pam Bondi, who are Americans to foreign prisoners, despite both a past Supreme Court ruling against this and questions about its constitutionality. You can't make somebody not an American citizen because they committed a crime, Donald Trump.
Right.
And then if you can't get back Abrego Garcia right now, what the hell make you think that the judge is going to let you send American prisoners down there? They can't find Abrego down there. He's just down there.
Right.
Scared. Now, I know y'all in the comments are going to say, he's been proven to be part of a gang. No, he has not. He has not. It says, I call them homegrown criminals, Mr. Trump told Fox Noticias. I mean, the homegrowns that grew up and something went wrong and they hit people over the head with a baseball bat. We have and push people into subways just before the train gets there, like you see happening sometimes. Okay. So in Trump's defense, a little tiny bit, he's talking about the most heinous of crimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like pushing somebody in front of a train, that is crazy.
That's messed up. Yeah.
I mean, that's psychotic. But you know what? You still don't need to go out of the country just to go to jail for anything.
Right.
I mean, why can't you just be in jail here? All the jails are supposed to be empty as far as what I'm hearing. The prisons are emptying out.
Right.
Child, Donald Trump, boy, bye. Again. Lord. My mom over there looking at me like, what the hell going on in here? Y'all, oh Lord, y'all know co-executive producer always be pulling some crazy story. Let me see what this say up down here. Oh Lord, why they down in the middle? They got videos and stuff too.
I just because the photo's so big.
Oh, because it's so wide.
Yeah, so wide.
Okay, but let me make it a little bit bigger so people can see these two dummies. Apparently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, so you know people always be doing stupid stuff. Now, y'all ever watch that show? About the border, how you not supposed to bring shit across the border? They be catching people with cigarettes and drugs up their butt and all kinds of stuff like that. You ever seen that show?
Yeah.
These are kind of like them, but on a different level. Lord. It says ant smugglers. Why y'all trying to bring ants across state country lines? Now, you know, before I even read this, like I told you earlier, the reason why they don't want y'all bringing this shit over here is because first of all, you can't control ants but so much. Mm-mm. All it takes is one little mistake for you to drop the container with the ants in it, and next thing you know, they all over the place.
Yep. One goofy, oh, my bad.
And look how young they are. You know they ain't going to do, they're bringing these ants over probably for a joke on somebody. Let's see what it say up down here. This comes from the Associated Press. It says, 2 Belgian teenagers were charged Tuesday with wildlife piracy after they were found with thousands of ants packed in test tubes with what Kenyan authorities says was part of a trend of trafficking smaller and lesser known species. Y'all young people, let me tell y'all something. If God wanted those ants wherever y'all trying to take them to, he would already put them there.
Right.
The ants should have got released when you got in your car and bit the hell out of all YouTube dummies when y'all drive home. That's what should have happened. It says, Lorne David and Sepe, whatever his name is, 2 19-year-olds were arrested on April 5th with 5,000 ants at a guest house. So wait a minute, they made it out of the airport with the ants? Mm-hmm. Lord, appeared distraught during their appearance before a magistrate in Nairobi and were confronted in the courtroom by relatives. They told the magistrate they were collecting the ants for fun and didn't know it was illegal. I told you I was doing something stupid with these ants. Yeah. What's the fun y'all supposed to be having with these ants? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I'm quite sure there's already ants wherever you're going.
Yeah.
So why you needed these ants?
Exactly.
They getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
You ain't found a reason to push no buttons yet? Lord.
I just did.
You did? What did you press, Nikki?
I'm sharing the chart.
Oh, in a separate criminal case, Kenyan Dennis Ngang and Vietnamese Dong Hung Nguyen also were charged with illegal trafficking in the same courtroom. Following their arrest while in possession of 400 ants, the Kenyan Wildlife Service, or KWS, said in a statement that the 4 men were involved in trafficking the ants to markets in Europe and Asia. I wonder if this is the first time that they just getting caught this time, if they've been doing this.
Right.
And who's getting paid for it? Child. It says the species included Messior cahotes, a distinctive large red-colored harvester, and an ant native to East Africa. Oh, Lord. They ain't here. He taking the Belgium. It says the illegal export of the ants not only undermines Kenya's sovereign rights over its biodiversity, but also deprives local communities and research institutions of potential ecological and economic benefits, KWS said. And on top of that, what if you release these ants in your own country, Belgium, dummy, and they go and eat all your native ants that you have up over there?
Right. Take over the whole ecosystem.
That's why it's illegal. You see, you can't even bring food from other countries. What make you think you could bring some y'all are stupid. Bye, y'all. I hope y'all get put under the jail for at least a year. Bye. And I want to know how many more times they've been doing this.
Right.
That's what I want to know. Because this wasn't the first time. I can almost guarantee that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time they got caught. Y'all, oh Lord, oh my God, y'all. First, look how small Gaza is on this map, y'all. I want y'all to see that. And look how big Israel is. And look at the size of the West Bank. Now, if y'all don't know what these areas are, Gaza and the West Bank is Palestine.
Yeah.
Okay? And the rest of it is Israel. Now, Gaza, I don't know why it's so far away from the West Bank. I don't know why it's like that. But that's how it is. But Gaza was a beautiful place. I saw videos of it before and after.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad what happened. Now, the reason why this is up here, are these two videos on separate sides? Let me see. They both on the same side? Good.
Yeah.
Good job. So the reason why I have this up here is because I heard somebody say that that the Palestinians don't deserve to live.
Right. Yeah.
And so one of my watchers, H.el.momin on TikTok. That's H.el.momin. He sent me this. Mm-hmm. Y'all, and guess what? He likes all my videos. Thank you so much, Mr. Momin.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And also my cousin too, Lil William. I know you like all my videos. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so y'all, the reason why I have this up here is because I finally got an inside look into what Israeli people think about Palestinians.
Right.
Now, listen, y'all, what you're about to hear is shocking. Okay? Now, remember, this is just one person's opinion. I don't know if this is, anecdotal or if this is how Israelis feel in general.
Yeah.
I would dare to say that they feel like that in general because why would they be doing what they're doing if they didn't feel like that?
Exactly.
So, y'all, this is chilling. Y'all, watch this.
1,000 people dead in Gaza.
Wow.
How do you feel?
It's very hard to be happy about it, but in a way, it makes me much more. I feel more secure after 45,000 terrorists died. I don't believe in innocent people in Gaza. As general.
Children?
What do you mean children? You don't see shows, you don't speak to the children. It doesn't matter, children. They get it since they're babies. They get it. Kill a Jew and you'll be in heaven. Doesn't make different if he's a child 10, or I should let him grow up until he'll be 18 and then to wait until he's gonna come with a rifle or with a gun and shoot me. That's not, they don't educate for peace, love, or whatever. They educate for killing Jews.
Babies?
Babies? I wouldn't kill no baby. But I'm not gonna stop bombing because there's babies in enemy cities or in enemy places because they kill my babies, so what should I do? If they throw rockets from a kindergarten, what should I do? Should I let them because there's babies there? No one would do that. I have to protect my babies, not protect their babies. If they want to protect their babies, take them out. What the fuck? Take them out.
Oh my God, y'all. What I just watched and listened to is scary.
Yeah.
So what they don't realize what they're doing is they're creating the people who they claim want to destroy them by destroying them.
Right.
Do unto others as you have them do unto you, it says in the Bible. So if you don't want people coming over and killing your people, then stop killing them. And you don't have to worry about the next generation of them growing up wanting to take y'all out because y'all do stuff like this to them.
Right.
And you talk about taking out babies and you don't care about babies because what they do to you. First of all, Mr. Man, whoever, whatever your name is, that what's going on over there is uneven.
Right.
Okay? Palestinian people do not have the weapons that y'all have. Because if that was the case, this would be an equally yoked war and nobody would be saying nothing. If they had the power to do to y'all what y'all are doing to them, now I can see maybe saying, now this is a legit war.
Yeah.
But what's going on is not legitimized, y'all. Period. Now, y'all, I didn't want to be biased with this and just hear that shocking, horrifying thing we just heard.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you some Jewish Orthodox people who say that they are not like that guy. But here's what they have to say. Y'all, watch this.
So what brings you here today to support Palestinian rights? We as Jews are embarrassed what's happening there in the state of Israel, in the Jewish name. And what's your message to the people of Palestine? They shouldn't give up the struggle. They should continue to fight and not give up the struggle against the state of Israel, because by the end, Palestine will be free, because this is truth, will succeed by the end. What's your message to the people of Palestine?
They should know. We feel very shame what's going on there, especially they're doing everything in our name, in the name of Jews, in the name of the Torah, in the name of God. It's so shameful. We are with you. You have to know. The Zionists are strong. We are weak. But God is on our side. At the end of the day, the Palestinian flag will be on all Palestine, from the river to the sea.
So what brings you...
Oh my goodness, y'all. This, you know what? I wish I could sit here and say that I see both sides.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with my own feeling. And I don't see both sides. I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all say. They showed an internment camp that they have over there for the Hamas people who've been captured.
Yeah.
And they're in this prison. But their wives and children are in an internment camp somewhere else.
Right.
I saw an ABC News reporter go over there to that internment camp. And when those kids found out he was American, first he was just there with them.
Right.
And when those kids found out he was American, they started throwing rocks at him and everything and made him, he literally ran away. Y'all are creating the people who hate you.
All right.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You have to lead with love and peace. Israel, you're supposed to be the example over there. If you're the example because you have the biggest weapons and everything, it seems like you would be leading off with going to Palestine, since you say that they're supposed to be raising their children to hate y'all, and do the proper propaganda stuff and teach them to like y'all.
Right.
It's very easy to do. It's not hard. Y'all are masters of propaganda. And trust me, you know how I know? Because y'all run the entertainment industry over here and propagandize black rappers to kill each other and every damn thing.
Yeah.
So don't tell me you don't know how to manipulate those people to do what you really want them to do. The problem is that you actually just want them out the way. Now I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back. Y'all, this comes from the Associated Press. It says an Israeli airstrike hit the northern gate of the Kuwaiti Field Hospital in Gaza Strip on Tuesday, aiming a medic and wounding 9 other people. All patients and medics, according to a spokesman for the hospital in the Mawasi area, where hundreds of thousands have sought shelter in sprawling tent camps. And you think that doing this to these people, that the children are not going to grow up hating you.
Right. The children, there's something called revenge. Some people believe in an eye for an eye. Like, come on now.
And then you're not even giving them anything to help them out. You're depending on other countries to come over there and clean up your mess. We were sending aid and food up over there, not y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It says there are no immediate comment from the Israeli military. Israel has bombarded and raided hospitals throughout the 18-month war in Gaza, accusing Hamas militants of hiding out in them or using them for military purposes. See, this is how they get to bomb hospitals.
All right.
Oh, somebody from Hamas is in there. But you guys, like I said this before, I'll say it again. Israel, y'all military is supposed to be super sophisticated. Why don't you use your equivalent of the Navy SEALs to suss out these people one at a time?
Right, a small strike team.
You don't have to bomb a whole building because you think one person is in there. Make it make sense. Because we as the American people, even though you don't see us outside really protesting and stuff like that, because America has Americans scared as hell right now about other bullshit that's going on in our country right now.
Right.
But guess what? We don't agree with what's going on.
Mm-mm.
It says the number of people aimed by Israeli war in Gaza has climbed over 51,000 people. And you know when they have these numbers are lowball numbers. They talking about the bodies that they've counted.
Right, that they actually found.
Yeah. You know how much bodies is in those rubble?
Right.
Just imagine.
Or something that doesn't even have a body because it was the first thing to get hit. You know, like a bomb or anything. It doesn't.
Do you know how many of these bodies instantly get vaporized by these, things that come in? And then, you know, when people are escaping, what y'all don't understand and don't realize is that when people are running and escaping, they leaving their parents and grandparents behind.
Right.
Those bodies have not been counted. Y'all know how many people have their parents living with them that are, and don't forget about the disabled people who are there who can't leave when everybody's leaving.
Right.
The ones who live alone and stayed in the building when the building got bombed and it fell on top of everybody.
Right.
Y'all stop playing with me. Y'all, I feel so sorry. This story makes me so sad and disgusted.
Yeah.
And you know what else? There's another story that, you know, people want me to talk about. People keep telling me, I'm sorry. Bye, Israel, again. There's another story that people want me to talk about, and it's that Carmelo Anthony story.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it, y'all. Okay? I can't. It's too triggering for me to sit here behind this microphone and listen to this story. I know all about it. I've heard all about it. But this is all I'm going to say about it, and that's it. Okay? Everybody else is covering it enough. Y'all cover it. Do a great... I see some great coverage out there.
Yeah.
Y'all keep doing that. This Hamas thing is really horrible. I know it's worse than that story, but y'all, I don't want this to be the show about just only racism stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm not being insensitive to anything that's happening.
Right.
I'm just saying that I don't want to go but so far.
Yeah.
There's enough people covering all of the nonsense that's going on out here. I don't have to do that. This is good and crazy news, not good and sad news, even though we just had a sad story. Okay? So thank y'all for y'all concern about me talking about this, but you know. Y'all, oh Lord, oh my God. Whoa! What is going on here?
That is a little kid that's missing the braid. And that's supposed to be where the braid is supposed to be, that bald spot.
Child, if I was this baby's mama or daddy, I would beat up everybody in that school. Lord. So something must have happened initially to the braid, and the teacher must have decided they're just gonna go ahead and cut it out and hope that the mama don't notice when they come and pick her up. Why y'all didn't call this baby mama in advance and tell her what happened? You should have just been like, look, Lil Susie was playing with Bobby. Bobby decided he was going to pick up a pair of scissors and start cutting Lil Susie's hair out, okay? So we had no choice but to finish cutting it out. All right?
Oh, come on, cat.
Yeah, it says, a New Jersey mother says 2-year-old daughter was missing a braid when she picked her up from the daycare. A mother of a 2-year-old girl in New Jersey wants answers after she picked up her daughter from daycare last week and noticed one of her braids was missing. The mother shared photos with Eyewitness News that appear to show the missing portion of the child's hair. But the daycare says there's no evidence a braid was pulled from her head. Oh, Lord, the part this. Y'all, Lord, I done told y'all my studio is held together with bubble gum and tape. Child, how about the whole microphone stand thing just fell down? Is it going to hold up for the show? Lord. Y'all, no, leave it. It's good right now, child. It's staying there. Y'all, this show is good ghetto. And I know that. Okay? But y'all, the little girl mom, the daycare center now, why y'all got to start capping?
Right. You ain't got to lie.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie, Craig. Okay. It says Eyewitness News exclusively spoke to the mother who is now taking legal action against the daycare. Why? Oh, because they lying.
Yeah.
This is a quote. It says, then that's when she sent me the picture. And that's when I saw the big bald spot in my child's head with the braid missing. Okay, so you knew that the braid was missing when you sent her the picture.
Right.
You knew that. So you can't, how you going to say you didn't know the braid was there, but then you going to send her a picture beforehand saying that the braid was missing. But you know what? Whoever took the braid out, they tried to really clean it up to make it look like there was never a braid there.
Right.
Tamara Hemingway, the mother of the child. Hemingway said she sent her 2-year-old daughter to the daycare center with 4 braids on the right side of her head. Child, she said when she called to check on her child, staff member at the Growing Kids Academy, now they're going to get called out, noticed one braid on Mila's head was missing. She's supposed to, you had to use some type of force for a braid to be removed. It was cornrow, so it was braided down her scalp. There's no way that I don't know what could have done it, but, Another child. That's what I said. Another kid did it. There's no way. She's supposed to, but I know for a fact that she or a kid would not have done that, Hemingway said. Another child did it, y'all. Another child did it, okay? But, there's 2 pages to this. Y'all, Lord. It says, a report with the Ocean Township Police says, that's where Wendy's from, Ocean Township. Police say that Mila's hair looked normal around 11 a.m. Video from inside the club. They got video. Showed her playing with the braids several times. She might have taken it out herself. It sounds like she took it out herself. Playing with the braids several times. The officer noted that one of the teachers is seen on the video trying to take a smock off Mila's head around 11:45, at which one point she is seen putting her hand to the right side of her head. Oh, Lord, don't tell me the smock got caught in the girl's head. Jesus. After this, the officer noted they would no longer saw the braid. Even after searching, the hair on the barrettes was not found. The hair or the barrettes was not found. Y'all, the staff members capping. What troubles me about the case is that the facility deflected and they told my client various different things. They didn't know if the child pulled it out. They didn't know what happened at first and said they had no idea that it even happened. Attorney Mark Carswell said. Child, they went and got them an attorney and everything. It says the director of the daycare told Eyewitness News it's not clear exactly what happened, but there's no evidence Mila's hair was pulled out. Yes, it is. The hair's missing. What do you mean there's no evidence? Her hair's gone. Yeah. And they cut it out.
Right.
Hemingway says that it isn't so much about the manner in which the braid came off, but the way the daycare handled the situation. Hemingway says Marlon has been removed from the daycare, and she says the 2-year-old has been sensitive to people touching her hair ever since the incident. How's she know?
Wait a minute now. She's sensitive to people touching her hair?
Yeah, she said my mom was like, the girl said she's sensitive to people touching her hair. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. Y'all, my studio's about to fall apart. So when it crashes down to the ground, y'all just keep watching. Mm-hmm. Watch us struggle and put it back together again, Lord. Y'all, oh my goodness, that story is crazy as hell, y'all. Bye, little girl. Bye, Lord. Y'all, it's time for Black History. Y'all know every day is Black History down here at the Good and Crazy News, y'all. Y'all, I'm really watching my equipment to make sure this shit don't fall apart, Lord. Oh my goodness, child, Lord Jesus. Oh, you think we're gonna make it to the end?
I think we're gonna make it
today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take this thing apart and take it down to the guitar center and be like, "Look, I need this part right here,
right,
with the screw that was missing." Y'all, it's time for Black History. No, not the. Lord. Hey! Uh-oh. We would have one of the microphone people on here after we having all our problems with this microphone right now. This is such an appropriate Black History thing. Right on time.
Yeah.
As my microphone is falling apart. Oh, God. It says the electric microphone co-invented by James E. West in 1964. I'm quite sure this is one of them. Mm-hmm. I'm quite sure it is.
Yeah.
It says, even for those who aren't quick to pick up the mic during karaoke, microphones are used every day to communicate over distances far and wide. It's used for propaganda, storytelling, everything.
Yep.
And the vast majority of microphones used today, including the microphones used in phones and cameras, use a microphone co-invented by a black man, Dr. James E. West. I hope he's still getting his royalties today, because he should be a quadrillionaire by now. Because everywhere you turn, there's a microphone.
Yeah,
you can't turn nowhere without saying. And they said it's even in phones too. Mm-hmm. It says James E. West, James Edward Maceo West, born February 10th in 1931, is an American inventor and acquisition. He holds over 250 foreign and U.S. patents for the production and design of microphones and techniques for creating polymer foil electrets, which was tasked with creating more sensitive and compact microphone while working at Bell Labs in 1960. Yeah, it says along with his German colleague Gerd Sussler. No, he ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. He's just looking for some credit up down here. Mm-hmm. You know, white folks always gotta dip their little hand in our inventions and stuff and try to say they had something to do with it. Don't they, mommy? It says, along with his German colleague Gerlu Sessler, West and what did you just press?
Come on now, cat.
If you see me looking down, don't push the buttons. If you see I'm not can't see it.
When I pressed it, you wasn't looking down yet.
Okay. Okay, it says West invented the foil Electret microphone, which was considerably less expensive to produce than the typically used condenser microphone. 2 years after it was invented, the final model of the microphone was developed and in 1964, they patented the landmark invention. Only 4 years later, the new microphone was in wide production and was being used in hearing aids, tape recorders, most telephones, and baby monitors.
Dang, even in baby monitors.
Child, I keep trying to tell y'all, black folks is the bomb, okay? Mm-hmm. Listen, we invented almost everything. You know why?
Why?
Because we were slaves.
Yeah.
And so invention, it comes from problems.
Yeah.
And see, white folks sitting up in the house didn't have no problems, see? All the problems was outside. And so black people had to invent stuff to help them.
Yep.
Child. I know my white watchers are sitting at home with steam coming out their ears. I don't care. Your problem is you didn't want to be black.
Y'all,
we got a new button. Listen, the problem with y'all white folks is that y'all didn't want to be black like Nick Fuentes.
What's your problem? Your problem is that you really want to be a white girl. Your problem is that you really don't even want to be black. You going to check me, then check me.
Yeah, that's our new button.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. Yo, this man is amazing. Okay?
Yeah.
By Electret microphone co-inventor James E. West. I'm taking the co-part off. Inventor James E. West.
Yeah.
Bye, Germany. I wonder if he's still alive. He was born in 1931. That would make him 96 years old if he was still alive today.
Yeah.
Let me see. Y'all, Lord. Guess what, y'all? We'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Chris Castaneda with Mortgage Right. Tired of throwing money away on rent? Escape the cycle and start building real wealth. Chris can help you land the perfect home loan for your unique situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, we'll guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. Contact Chris today to get started.
And we're back. Oh, Lord. And y'all, guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for Men's Gossip. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Why you be bringing me bad news, child? I done told you. Who is this? At least he's black.
Mm-hmm.
That make it worth talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all, Manny Mota, Dodgers legend, suffers a stroke. Excuse me, y'all. You know why this is not a story? And no shade to you, Manny Mota.
Mm-hmm.
You know why it's not a story?
Why?
Because he's 87 years old.
But
He's already outlived a lot of people. In
Yeah.
other words, what I'm trying to say. It says TMZ Los Angeles Dodgers legend Manny Mota suffers a stroke on Monday night. The team announced Tuesday. Fortunately, the Dodgers said in a statement the longtime coach is currently in recovery and is responsive to commands. The 87-year-old is now resting comfortably, the team added. Further details regarding the medical emergency were not made immediately available, though Mota's son, Jose, told ESPN Deportes his father never lost consciousness and is currently doing well. Mota, a former outfielder, played in the MLB from 1962 to 1982, logging at bats for the Dodgers for 13 seasons. During his final years on the diamond, he worked as a player coach, and in retirement, he remained on LA staff for over 3 decades.
dang.
Yo, get well, Manny Mota. And I was just kidding earlier. Y'all, no disrespect, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all get better, Manny. You don't get no slam today. Y'all, that's the end of Men's Gossip already? Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Y'all, what is this? United Air? Oh. See, you try to do something good and then you get slapped with your own good deed. That's what happened to United Airlines in this story. I already know. You know why I know?
Why?
Because United Airlines put forth an initiative because, there's a shortage of pilots.
Yeah.
So they wanted to start a program where they'll have young people come in and learn how to fly planes on their dime. Because to get a pilot's license usually costs about $125,000 worth of training and time and all this kind of stuff like that. It's not cheap to get a pilot's license.
Yeah.
So they decided they was going to start this program called, I guess it's called Elevate, I don't know what it says, Aviate. So, to help these kids. Now, I haven't read this story yet, but it starts off with dozens of student pilots sue American Airlines and its flight school over fraud allegations. I'm trying to figure out who's supposed to be doing the fraud here. You know why I'm wondering that?
Why?
Because y'all ain't paying for shit. United Airlines is paying for it.
Right.
So, how y'all suing? Let me read this crazy, stupid story. Y'all better put me in my place when I read this. I know that. Because if not, y'all need to all go and sit down. They're giving you the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. It says dozens of students pilots sued United Airlines and its flight school over fraud allegations. This comes from the Associated Press. It says, in a statement, Chicago-based United said it couldn't comment on specific allegations, citing the ongoing lawsuit, but it defended its pilot school. Y'all stop playing with United.
Right.
Because United is going to pop off on y'all in just a minute.
All right. My bad.
I'm going to walk away because I need to calm down because bitches in here is motherfucking trying me and I'm ready to pop the fuck off. Because you're going to see and call me arrogant and like you don't like this bitch.
Oh, Lord. It says we have the highest confidence in our rigorous curriculum and flight training program provided at United Aviate Academy and are proud of the school's hundreds of graduates, the statement said. The lawsuit claims the school had an enrollment cap of 325 students to ensure sufficient resources. Instead, according to the complaint, there were more than 380 students enrolled in the program in March 2024. Y'all hating on other students down there? So they gave other students an opportunity and you want to turn around and sue them for it? Ungrateful bastards. If I was a judge, I wouldn't give them nothing.
Right. Me either.
And if I was United, I would revoke the license I gave them. Take it all back. 380 students were enrolled in the program in March 2024, but the lawsuit says that at one point, there were roughly 20 aircraft for the hundreds of students enrolled in United's flight school. One student said he was able to fly just once or twice over several months and was repeatedly reassigned instructors. Because you was probably suck. That's why. And it was about to boot your ass up out the program. Because there's only a small difference between 325 and 380.
Yeah.
That's only what, 40 more, 50 more people?
Yeah.
Y'all, you suck. You suck. That's why you trying to turn around and sue because you wasn't up to par for the flight program, and now you want to sue United Airlines. Bye.
Right.
He was eventually expelled for taking too long to advance. Stop playing with me. These sorry ass people, that's why you can't give people nothing.
Right.
Because they bite the hand that feeds them.
Mm-hmm. Now you done mess it up for everybody else.
No, United, they're gonna settle this and get these dummies out the way and continue on with their program. Because guess what? They're not gonna win nothing. They're not gonna win a damn thing. Through his courses, the lawsuit alleges another expelled student. Y'all, everybody can't make it. These are airline pilot positions.
Right. You flying a very important aircraft.
If you cannot make it through the class, you will be expelled. Period. I don't see what the problem is here.
Right.
These are ungrateful ass people.
They mad just because
You
they
mad
got
because you
expelled?
couldn't make it. You passed the test to get in the program. Great. That does not mean you was going to graduate at the end.
How about you do some more practice and maybe try again?
Thank you. Come back next year. You already been through the program once. Well, you know what? When it comes to airline pilots, baby, if you can't pass the first time, I think you need to wait 20 years to come back to class. We don't need you circling the block for a pilot position, okay? Oh, Lord. It says It says another student said he had different instructor during each of his first 4 flights. So?
Right.
So what? These people are qualified to teach you. They don't have to be your personal teacher. They just need to make sure that they have the planes available. When United sends those instructors, they're all qualified. You don't have to have the same one.
Right.
When your ass was in high school, did you have the same teacher all day or did you change classes? If you stayed in the same class all day, you were probably riding the short bus anyway.
Oh, come on, cat.
Y'all tripping down here. These people are tripping with this lawsuit. It's crazy. And whoever lawyer took on this case, baby, you must have just got your law degree because anybody with common sense would not even take this case on. You embarrassing yourself and everybody in this. And if y'all kids that got expelled, if y'all family members are behind you on this, they stupid too. Because they should be telling you, look, baby, you just ain't going to make it this time, okay?
Right.
It's all right. I'm going to send you to Embry-Brittle Aircraft School instead, and we'll figure out how we're going to pay for it.
Right.
During each of her first 4 flights. During her 8th flight, she said her instructor was a fellow student of the program.
Maybe he's just better than you, and he has more
They
skill.
know the dope talent when they see it.
Exactly.
And according to your lawsuit, there was too many kids in the program. Y'all just sorry as hell. And instead of kicking you out, they gave you one last chance by letting you be in the plane with somebody else who's passing. And you turned around and complained about that? Girl, bye. It says most of the students suing said they took out loans with the expectation that they were attending a 1-year program that would lead to gainful employment. That's not my problem that you took out a loan for something that was free.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Many of them had to relocate to Arizona to attend the program. Everybody did. The school is not spread all over the whole country like a thin sheet of ice, dummy. If you're going to go to the school, it's in Arizona. You have to go to Arizona. That's not crazy.
Exactly.
Y'all trying to act like normal shit is crazy.
People do that for normal colleges.
Yeah, y'all trying to act like normal shit is crazy. That's crazy. Y'all are crazy. Y'all don't deserve to be in the school up down there. Y'all, I'm glad y'all not flying the planes.
Right.
Y'all, United, keep on kicking people out. Don't let these people stop y'all from letting people not make it. If they can't cut it, you can't cut it. You can't cut it.
Right.
Bye, students. Y'all are dumb as hell. United, keep on doing what y'all doing. Lord, I hope none of the people that was doing that was black.
Yeah, me too.
Because then you ain't ready with the buttons. See, you're not ready with the buttons.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. He up there looking at me, talking to me. I told y'all, co-executive producer, he be watching the show, not working here. Okay? Lord. Bank of America. You know I hate Bank of America. I don't even want to talk about them. Let's see what they done did. The story
why?
is stupid. Huh?
Why?
Bank of America is stupid. Whoever has Bank of America and Wells Fargo are dumb people.
I get why Wells Fargo. Yeah, I know.
Huh?
I know Wells Fargo's reputation.
If you have Bank of America or Wells Fargo, you're a loser. Sorry. You see where Wendy's at messing around with Wells Fargo? Her ass is in prison. Fucking around with Wells Fargo. Y'all stop playing with us. Nikki laugh. Or Little Boy Yes. Lord, y'all. It says down here that Bank of America ordered to pay $540 million in long-running lawsuit from the FDIC. Child, they owe the government money. A federal judge has ordered Bank of America to pay more than $540 million to resolve long-running litigation from U.S. regulator that alleged the company underpaid mandatory assessments for deposit insurance. So in other words, if you don't pay, they wasn't paying for their insurance. You know, you see FDIC?
Yeah.
That's to protect the consumers in case the bank folds.
Yeah.
Up to $250,000 per account. So if they wasn't paying the FDIC bill, if something happened to them, everybody loses their money.
Yeah.
Because there's no insurance to pay for it. Bank of America, like I said, if this doesn't make all y'all run down there and take y'all money out of Bank of America, y'all are stupid. I'm sorry. And with the economy the way it's going right now, and they ain't paying their insurance bill, everybody talk about save their money, save their money, save their money. Child, this bank go bankrupt, child. Baby, Lord. The order reached March 31st and published publicly on Monday arrives over 8 years after the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation sued Bank of America in 2017.
Dang.
They haven't been paying since then because they owe $540 million. Y'all better run down to the Bank of America and snatch y'all coins up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a credit union, I'll put it to you like this. Anybody over 25 that still has Bank of America or Wells Fargo deserve whatever you get.
Ooh.
Because you're supposed to learn by then.
Yeah.
I had Bank of America, and I had Bank of America when I was like 17 years old. I quickly learned that I did not need to be with them. You have Randolph Brooks. We can brag, child. We have Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union up over here. Okay. Oh, Lord. I don't want to read no more of this. I don't. Bye, because I want to get to Wendy, and we only got 12 minutes left in this show, child. Oh, Lord. I'm going to talk about this on another show. I'm going to talk about this because this is going to take me a long time. And we don't have time for that right now. Y'all. Oh, Lord. I have an auto slam for y'all. Whoa! Baby, the Tina nose of it all. Lord. Y'all, it says extreme plastic surgery turns Tina nose into a white woman. Auto slam! Y'all leave Tina alone. Now, I ain't gonna cap. She had a little bit too much work done. As you can see, she had her jawline shaved. Mm-hmm. She had this shaved. Because she had a boxy looking face. Now it's gone.
And like her cheeks too.
Well, the cheeks is like a filler and it's like a facelift like this.
Yeah.
But it looks like she had her cheekbones shaved down because she had a pronounced. One of the things that made Tina Knowles beautiful to me is that her face was very pronounced. You know what I'm saying? I used to love that about her face. But now this, I don't know what this is.
You know what's your problem? Your problem is that you really want to be a white girl. Your problem is that you really don't even want to be black. You going to check me, then check me.
Lord. I don't know what this is right here. Because, let me leave Tina alone. Because guess what? I could really say some stuff. But I told you I wasn't going to talk about black people unless they did something stupid.
Right.
She ain't do nothing stupid. So I'm not going to attack her looks. I just think that whoever did the job, Tina needed to not use the yellow pages to find the surgeon. She should have asked some of her good squirrel friends down there who they went to and see if she liked the work that they had did. Or either she consulted one of her white friends to get a white surgeon up down there.
Right.
But obviously a black surgeon did not do this. Mm-mm. A black surgeon didn't do this to this woman's face. Because... And y'all know what I think about media takeout. Because, you know, this came from media takeout, child. Lord.
But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
Oh, Tina. Lord Jesus. God bless her. Lord. Y'all you don't know what that means, do you? When somebody say, bless your heart. Lord. Wendy, Lord. Okay, so y'all, Wendy is in some more mess. We only got 2 minutes to do this, y'all. I'm going to do this another day. She ain't do nothing. These people are acting crazy up down here. This judge is disrespectful as hell, y'all. I'm going to get to that another day. Y'all, but guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for Boom the Kim K Slammm. Y'all, Donald Trump talking about he want to send Americans down there. Judge Robert, please shut Trump up. He's saying stupidity, okay? Ant smugglers, y'all know better. Listen, y'all trying to be funny, but they got turned back around on your ass. Y'all, I don't even have nothing to say about that. New Jersey mother, you know what happened to your child's head. So go ahead and sue the daycare center since they want to play around with you.
Right.
Okay? James E. West, thank you for your electric microphone. We know you wasn't co-invented. We know you did it yourself. You just worked at that place, and that person just had to slap their name up down there for your invention. Mm-hmm. Manny Mota, get better. You don't get no slam. Dozens of students, y'all students at their United Story. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all. Y'all don't deserve nothing down there. And if any judge awards them students anything, that judge is incompetent too.
Yep.
Bank of America, y'all, because if those kids win, it's going to start something unprecedented that we've never seen in this country before. People who getting handouts complaining.
Right. Yeah. And that's ridiculous.
How you going to complain about some free shit? Y'all tripping. Tina knows, girl. Child. Y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all know y'all can watch our show on TikTok and on YouTube and Fanbase. How can they get in contact with you, co-executive producer?
On Instagram at Judas Photography, JUDAHS Photography.
And y'all know what I'll be doing till next time, y'all. I'll be sitting here waiting at the door.
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you, just waiting. Nights that I'm spending all alone. Been waiting for you to walk through the door. Rockin' designer.